When they built it, they did not even have an airline signed up. How much vision is in that, or guts? Unbelievable. Like, they got some guts doing that. Guts. That whole area there, it's called the Toowoomba Enterprise Area, encompasses Charlton and Wellcamp. It's going to be a massive, big freight hub. That's just huge for logistics. They've already done one flight to Hong Kong, just full of fresh produce from this region. You know, the spinach come from out here at Story Farms, put on a flight, Hong Kong, it's in Subway tomorrow. The 9th longest runway in Australia.
Come home, I've been waiting. A clock is always ticking in my heart. Do you hear? It's beating loud and clear. So come home, I'll be waiting. The clock is always ticking in my heart. Do you hear? It's beating loud and clear.
If you want to know what works, Brendan Homan works.
I started as a very green 18-year-old. As I was going through college, working in a display home, 1 day a week on the salesman's day off. Got to the end of the first year, so I made 25 grand this year and made 1 in 4 sales. Stuff college, I'm out of here.
Brendan came in and he's just the way he walked in and so friendly and so open. Yep. I like conversations, I like his presentation, I like the way he's just made himself like a home, like a family member straight away, just by walking into the door. We got the price exactly what he said that was worth.
So I sell a lot of land developments. It's my background. I've sort of been doing that since I was about 20. I got into it by accident. I was working for a builder who used to build every house and land package. The builder moved overseas. The land developer he was associated with basically had all his land left and no one left to market it. And I've loved it ever since.
I'm a big believer in the term do what you say you're going to do, and Brendan's very big on basically just doing what he says he's going to do. He said no to things that other agents didn't say no to. I sort of went to him with a price and just said, no, you're dreaming, and said, I can sell it for this and I'll sell it pretty quickly, and basically did, and sold it within 2 weeks of having it on the market.
I do think image is important to an extent. Believe it or not, there's more millionaires per capita in Toowoomba than anywhere else in Australia, but you wouldn't know it. We're coming up here into East Toowoomba, which is the wealthiest suburb. It's an unpretentious town. The wealth is not flaunted. It's a town where I believe reputation is important.
You're getting real value for money with Brendan. He has a passion for it, basically just delivers on his promises.
You've got the Grand Central expansion. That's about $450 million they're spending in there. All of that area on the western side of town is just a massive, massive jobs incubator. Over the next 25 years, there's about 35,000 jobs to be created there, and that's massive.
So recently I had a house to sell because I've just got married and we're looking to buy something together. So I had a crack at using one of those online services where they put it on realestate.com, etc. But it's just not the same. It was terrible, and everyone kind of warned me, and I was like, well, you know, it's only a couple of $100, I'll give it a go. To be honest, it was probably detrimental because it kind of went out there in the wrong light, and then had to pull it back in, and I gave it to Brendan because I knew I could trust him to get the job done, and I just didn't want to worry about it. And that's what you can do when you have Brendan. He just he takes all that away, and he's just like, what do you need? What do you want? And it sold pretty quickly in not a great market, and we got what we needed.
My very first boss, he said to me, if you don't know something, never make it up. Just say, I don't know, I'll find out and I'll get back to you. And it's probably the best advice that I've ever had.